Peace and love, family and friends, naysayers, whomever. My name is Leon Wheeler Jr., and this is Master Making in Motion. And today's brief topic, part 4, is all about the babies. Today I want to be real brief because I just want to basically inspire the parents out there. So I'm just going to drop a little something and move on. Today I want to bring to the equation to our minds that most of us wasn't playing babies. We didn't consciously plan to be here. That wasn't like, or our parents didn't possibly consciously prepare to have children. It just happened. We was out there doing our thing, having fun, being youth, and out popped Tommy, figuratively speaking, or Cindy. So, again, we didn't consciously come up with these thoughts. However, in the future, I would like to combat that with another viewpoint that I believe from a spiritual standpoint. But again, that's another conversation. So today, we're just going to talk about and inspire us about the job, the mission that we have before us as parents. That definitely should be taken in high regards because this is a hell of an undertaking. This is a hell of a responsibility. It's actually a privilege. It's a privilege, a duty that if we address it, if we go into it properly, man, there'd be so many gifts, so many blessings come from it across the board. I mean, it's a hell of an undertaking, and unfortunately, it takes us to get to a certain point in our life before we can really realize these things in totality. At least that's what it's been for me, and that's why I'm so happy, so inspired to talk about this subject because I get it now and I feel duty bound to share my inspiration. My hope and faith in us doing some hell of a stuff out here with these children because this is our future. The kids are our future, so we need to definitely take this into some hell of a consideration. I want us to really think about this and ponder this because this is a hell of an undertaking. It's probably the best gift that you can possibly ever, being a parent, being having a relationship, it give us the opportunity to really see ourselves in the, I guess, in the greatest perspective. It gives us the opportunity to really, but we have to take time. And I know a lot of the parents, a lot of us are overwhelmed with so much stuff. But I suggest that those things that's overwhelming us, that they have to take a back burner. Our basic mindset should be on what are we giving to those kids? What are we doing? How are we grooming them? How are we raising them? What information are we sharing with them? What we putting in their minds? I've heard it said that when children come into the world, they're like a blank sheet of paper, waiting to be wrote on. And the first and foremost authors that's going to give them some information is the parents. So you want to make sure that you write something of substance, something that's going to give them power to help them down the road in society to become leaders amongst our community, in our groups, in our households. We want to create and raise kings and queens. And I'm not saying that from a literal standpoint. Being a king and a queen in your house, on your domain, I'm not talking about you have to own no land or be the king of a particular region in the world. I mean, be the king and queen of your own dominion, of your own being, of your household. Again, your community, our community. So this is what this is about. I'm just here to today to just hopefully inspire you parents to realize that this is the greatest gift that you can possibly take from the Creator, the heavens, the earth, the universe. This is a hell of an undertaking. And I wish that I knew now, then, what I know now. You know what I'm saying? I understand it. I understand that we didn't have the information. We wasn't possibly motivated because of the distractions. and they exist today. They're probably more so than ever. I'm sure they are. They are, no doubt. There are more distractions today than they were possibly in the early 2000s, 19. They're way worse today, no doubt. I mean, it was bad then, but we definitely had a sense of community. We wanted to be with each other. We was, and they bred that out of us. It took. That's what they did. That's what they did. They they beat it down into us, and they separated us. They broke us up. They put us against one another with these different ideas and concepts. They was experimenting on us. And I'm not saying that to go and to harp or to linger on that. I'm saying it is what it is. And the facts are the facts. But today, you, as a parent, are responsible. And you have the duty and the opportunity to help raise. Hey, man, the kids are beautiful. And they're waiting to be guided. They're waiting to be taught and given a purpose. They come out here, they don't have no sense of right and wrong. They just that's love. They come out here loving and being open to this new world, exploring whatever. Those are the real scientists. Those are the real mathematics, the mathematicians. These they come out and they are willing to learn, and it's our job to make sure that we give them something of substance. I love the kids. I love the possibility. And I look at, I know it. I know that as a child, had my parents told me every day that I was great. They did a pretty good job on me because look at me. I'm here now, dedicated to this. I'm dedicated. I am inspired to inspire you, to inspire us. And that was because something that was told to me, that was written on my empty paper. It was something that was imparted to me, given to me. And now I'm giving it to you. I'm inspired. And I want to see us grow. And I'm going to do my part. And I'm doing my part. And it's going to get better. I'm going to get greater at doing my part. And you're going to get greater because I'm going to drop game on you. And that's what I call it, game. And I'm going to inspire you, hopefully. And we're going to inspire each other. And we're going to do what we need to do. We're going to take this to the next level. I'm on my watch. While I'm here, I don't know how long I got left. But while I'm here, this is what I have dedicated myself to. This is what I want to do. I am inspired to inspire my people, first and foremost, but the world. I want to be an example for the world. I want to be a beneficial presence in the people's lives that know me. Now, get me. I realize everybody's not going to take on what I say. They're not going to, because we've been bred to dislike each other and to hate each other. I understand. I get it. I understand it. It's sad, but it's true. And I can't do nothing about that. I can't make anyone, I can't motivate someone who has created in his mind or her mind that they have a dislike against me, towards me, because of something that I may have done or may not have done. Because people dislike you because of things you haven't done. Well, that's neither here nor there. I'm here for us, for anyone that I can inspire. That's what I want to do. I recalled a story about the little girl that was on the beach site, and all the seashells had washed up on. It was like they said, it was probably millions of seashells that washed up on the shore, and the little girl started taking them and throwing them in the water and trying to. And somebody said something. You can't save them all. She said, no, I know I can't save them all, but if I can save one or two, you know what I'm saying? That gives us the seashells another opportunity to possibly reproduce and make more. So, but if we leave them all here, I'm going to save what I can. So I'm trying to inspire you. I'm not trying. I'm inspiring you to realize that you've been blessed with an undertaking that's phenomenal. So write on those children's paper. things to uplift and motivate. Tell them that they're great because they are. We have the potential to do. We were the at one time. They said that we were the founders of all of the sciences, and I believe that. We've gotten lazy, without a doubt. We've been hoodwinked, bamboozled. We've been taught to look down on each other, to dislike each other. And I'll go on record to say that I'm not here to shoot nobody down. Nobody. I might not agree with your particular method. I might not agree with, but if you're putting in the work and you're doing something positive, I'm saying, hey, is it possible that I can assist you some kind of way? Can I throw you an alley oop? Or you can throw me one. Because none of us can do this by ourselves. It's always been a village. We come from that mindset. It takes a village to raise a child. And that's what I'm just doing my part. And I don't have no say so about this. I've been instructed, and I'm not going, I've been instructed from within. You can call it supernatural, call it whatever you want to call it. I've been instructed to do what I'm doing. And I love it. And I take it wholeheartedly. I am obligated to this. I'm obligated to you, to us, because I want to see us win. And we're going to win. Now, I may not see it. The promised land speech that Martin Luther King, I may not make it to the promised land, but I'm going to do what I can while I'm here. And I know that I'm on the right track because I've been on the wrong track. I didn't help create some of those tracks, the wrong tracks. And even in that time, even in that mindset, I was still doing my very best to be some type of a help. I had a vision. I grew up again as a militant, black militant mindset, but it was not cultivated. I really believe I could have been possibly a judge or a prosecutor, not a prosecutor, definitely not a prosecutor, or probably a defense attorney, or a lawyer. I really believe that I've been blessed with some skills, or a motivational speaker. At one point, I even thought I would be a preacher. Because I like to talk. I like to motivate. I like to, and I believe I've been blessed with some innate skills that I cultivated. They weren't really necessarily cultivated from. I think I was given some guidance from individuals, my parents, and they dropped game on me and told me some things that I ran with it. And this is who you see today. The brothers inspiring you to inspire our children, because had they told me what I needed to know, a lot of the things that I went through, I probably wouldn't have. And it's not their fault because you can only teach what you know. You can only do what you know. And I'm at 60 and I know, but I've been to hell though. So going through what I went through, and it's not over. I realize what I need to do, what I must do, what I have to do. And that's to talk to my brothers and sisters, to motivate us, to motivate our children, because it's about them. And once you have a child, it's not on you no more. You are obligated for a certain length of time, be that from the law standpoint until they're 18. Then they can start making some. Then they're 21 when they can really make decisions. They got to go to school till they're 16, if I'm not mistaken, the age of 16. And but why wouldn't we motivate that? Why wouldn't we inspire that? Why wouldn't we give to them all of our dreams and aspirations, the things that we wanted to do? Why don't we do our very best to give them the opportunity to do it for themselves? Why don't we look at them and we look and we recognize their gifts early on? And why don't we cultivate? Why don't we build our presence around it? Because we brought them in. They didn't ask to come here. You didn't ask to come here. Well, not consciously, but I think you did. But that's another conversation altogether. But I'm not sure if you did or not. But there's a philosophy that I wrestle with about us having some knowledge of that. But we're here, and for the most part, consciously, it may have not been something we agreed upon or we planned, not consciously, not on the physical standpoint. Maybe on some other deeper stuff, we might, maybe so, maybe not. But that's neither here nor there. What we do know is we're here now. And if you're a parent, your child's here. They're here. And you owe. And you owe. And I owe. I don't have any children young children now. So, so I take the babies. The whole world is my babies. All the kids I see, I don't care. And the thing is, I love my race. I love black people. I don't care too much for the ninjas, hypothetically speaking. But the black people, I love us. I love all babies. I mean, I might not like how some of you parents are raising them and the things that you got them doing. I might not like that, but I love all the babies, the black babies. Love them. When I see a European baby or any child, I realize that that's the closest to divinity or a God that you go see because until we start writing on their paper. I heard it once said that the kids come out pure and innocent, and then it is the parents that makes them Christians and Jews and Muslims. We make them Democrats and Republicans. We do that, by writing on their paper these biases, these separations. The kids don't grow up disliking another kid or hating kids. They don't even, they don't even draw up on that kind of stuff. The parents teach them that. Society teaches that. So I say, parent your child. Don't allow society to dictate what your child his or her viewpoint. I mean, they're gonna pull, but be the inspiration, the motivational aspect in their life. You be their giants. As I said before in one of my episodes of one of my prior conversations, that the first God that I ever knew was my mother and my father. Those were they was the gods in my life. So be that to your child. Be that parent that they aspire to be like. So you can't be no hypocrite. You can't, do. Let's do our job. Let's do what we need to do, what we must do. I didn't mean to stay on here that long. I just wanted to come on and inspire you all for. This was the talk for part 4. Well, I don't know. Maybe I might go off in 2. So, I know part 5. We got a lot to do here, and it's a lot that's going to be done because this is probably the greatest undertaking that we'll ever find ourselves a part of. Is raising these babies, teaching these kids. That's the job because that's our future. That's and black babies, they great. They are great. They are some supernatural individuals. That's what we are. We just ain't acted upon it, but that's what we are. We're some supernatural, in the comic world, I think they call them juggernauts. We are that. We're not acting upon that because, we've been through so much. But hey, it's time to get on track. It's time to turn the bus around, to go back to where I mean, nothing to be exactly the way it used to be, but I'm saying in today's time, at least the mindset of knowing that you're great, that you're the best that was made for this incarnation, for this particular stay on earth right now, that you're the best. And if you don't believe me, you know who you can ask? You can ask me. Well, that's going to do it. I'm going to close out. And I'm going to ask you that if you heard something that feel has been beneficial to you, or someone that it may benefit, I ask that you share it with them because that's how the channel grows. We need to Share the information. We share because we care. Ask that you like. Hit those like buttons and thumbs ups if you like it. And if you don't like it, you hit a thumb down. But the acknowledgement helps the channel grow. So actually share the information, share the conversations, the monologue with people that you think it may help, because I'm sure you know somebody. And I ask that you subscribe to the channel. As always, what I want most for all of us is to be the inspiration, to be the light that we want to see in the world. I say just simply be.